Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas and welcome to another episode of Amps of the Axe Effects. Today we're checking out a newer amp added to the Axe Effects, and that is going to be the Diamond del Fuego. And guys, if it's your first time here or if you've been here before, make sure you are subscribed. I do Axe Effects tutorials, mixing tutorials, I do meme funny stuff from time to time, and I don't want you to miss any of that cool stuff. So make sure that you are subscribed. I'd greatly appreciate it. So without any further ado, let's jump right in and check out the Diamond del Fuego. As I said before, this is a newer amp to the Axe Effects. This amp is actually, it was designed by Roy Blankenship, and it's based on a 60 Class A 18-watt Marshall. The Del Fuego itself is a 22-watt amp. So for those who don't know, Diamond has been around for a very long time. I was actually very obsessed with Diamond when I was younger, before I had my first tube amp. They had the Nitrox, they have the Phantom, they have the Spec Op, they have like a lot of like high gain amps. I know the guy from Five Finger Death Punch used one for a little while, and I know the guys from Seven Dust used them for a while too before they jumped on the EVHs. And my local guitar tech had one too, so he kind of got me turned on to them. But I never ended up getting one, and they kind of faded from obscurity a little bit. But we have the Del Fuego in here, which, like I said, I was very surprised this popped up in the Axe Effects, because I'm like, I didn't know Diamond made little lamps like this. And it's powered by EL84 tubes, which I am not the biggest fan of EL84 tubes, I'm going to be honest with you. Especially on little lunchbox amps, with the more harder you push them, they kind of are like at max headroom. And they don't sound all that great some of the time, but the Del Fuego is actually pretty interesting. Let's check it out here in Axe Edit itself. IR I'm going to be using, I have ML Mega Green and I have the 2-Stone one. The 2-Stone one sounds great with the 2-Rock jet amp. Did that last episode. I'll be using Mega Green for now. I'll use it for everything. This is a Mesa cab with some of the best greenbacks ever made in it from ML Sound Lab. And as you can see right here, so in the tone tab of Axe Edit, this is the controls that are on the actual amp itself. And when you come to Ideal, you actually can affect stuff a little more. But I like to do it just right off of the tone knob, tone block page, the tone tab, I guess it's technically what this would be called, within the block, because it's more authentic to the amp itself. So very limited controls, and I pretty much shaped everything with the output EQ, which is kind of what happened in real life, because if I own this amp, I would definitely have an EQ pedal with it to kind of, you get it shaped, nice and shaped in. I think that's pretty much it. I know I've been talking. I'm using my Fender parts caster. We have a Fender Mexican body with some stock pickups. We have a Warmoth neck. It's roasted, stainless frets, best of both worlds. And I will play for you, and I'll cycle through the pickups on the Del Fuego. as you can hear, Definitely has those characteristics of a Class A amplifier. I really like this amp. Is actually pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It surprised me. It's like I said, you don't get any like controls right here. I know most people would pop into Ideal and mess with it right there, but see, the master's cranked on it, just kind of how it is. But what surprised me the most about this is, like I said earlier, I don't like EL84 amps because when you crank them, they sound like bad. But I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's the Axe-Fx's algorithm. I don't know what it is, but this one sounds really good. And even the master is all the way up on here by default, and it sounds really good. I will jog the gain and the tone and kind of give you an idea. Fine, it sounds best when you got the gain right to where, you know, it really starts to get that some balls kicking in. The tone knob, it's kind of lame. I'm going to be honest with you, because you would kind of expect it to kind of open up a lot more and get a little bit brighter when you move it, but it kind of doesn't do that. I'm going to bypass the EQ, and I'll let you hear what it sounds like normally. It does sound a lot thinner. I'm cutting a lot of the bass at 125. Like, it really disrupts a lot of stuff, and it makes it sound kind of blah. This amp is very simple. By the way, it's literally just like one channel. That's all you have in here. I had a drive on here. It was not the Eternal Love. I'm gonna put in. Let's put everyone's favorite. TS 909. Why not? Let's see what this sounds like with a drive. Just for fun. It sounds pretty good with a drive. Now, if you had a drive that had if you like scope the tone, like if it had this in the basic block, I guess you could say, because like the basic in here is basically what you would look like for your normal like drive. But if you had something like a Bad Monkey or something, like you could adjust the highs and the lows and even the mids. I mean, you can kind of do it in the graphic here. You can even do it here. You could tweak it even further and get it sounding pretty tight. So overall, I think the Del Fuego, it's a pretty decent amp. It's pretty unique. I just think other amps in the Axe-Fx are just gonna outshine it. For example, like the 2 Rock I did last episode. That amp's so good, man. The 2 Rock and the Del Fuego are kind of like in the same category, and I just feel like the 2 Rock just does things better, and you have a little bit more controls. But that is gonna wrap it up for the Diamond Del Fuego Monto. If you thought this video was cool, leave me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Make sure you are subscribed. Lots of cool things, lots of funny, good stuff coming your way on the LeCompte YouTube channel. Next up, on Ampers of the Axe-Fx 3, we're gonna be doing the Marshall SV20H. Let's keep in with the smaller amp theme. I'm gonna hit that, and then we're gonna be hitting the Mark IV, the 2C+, the 2C++, everyone's fan favorites are gonna be. We're gonna be deep in Marshall territory is where we're gonna be. But that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I know there's a lot of other things you could be doing, a lot of other things vying for your attention, but you chose to spend some time with me, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so very much, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.